Hello everybody. This is Yoko's Anime Reactions, and I'm still tired, obviously. And, this is gonna be my review for Dragon Ball Z Kai episode 53. On the video I put up about me trying to lose weight, Henry, for some strange reason your comment is not appearing on my video. I don't know why. I could see it in my notifications. And I got an email saying you commented, but the comment is missing. So I don't know where it went. Did you reply to the comment that... no, actually it was a new comment. It would have said there... I don't know, but... there was a bot in the comments, so I went and hid that user. So I don't know if I ended up hiding you as well. If I did, I'll have to check, and if not, then, I don't know. I don't know where your comment went. But I was your comment about, you know, avoiding carbs and breads and stuff, and oh boy, it's gonna be tough. Considering the main things I like to eat. And that's why I don't like my nephews being at home, because they make so much noise. Because the main things I eat involve bread, in some form of capacity, or some kind of carb. You know, like nachos, for example, the chips. Pizza, the crust. Hot Pockets, the bread. Bagel Bites, the bread. You know, it's just mostly bread and sandwiches. The bread. I suppose I could take everything that I put in nachos and just mix it together and eat it like that, without the chips, I guess. It would have to be, you know... Actually, I could do that. It would just have to be like the, you know, the power menu thing at Taco Bell that has the meat the chicken that I substitute with ground beef, and it has everything in there without chips. It looked good. It tastes good. And it's filling. I might do that sometime and make something like that. I would obviously have to have everything I need for it, but except I don't know if the rice counts as carbs. That would be one thing I could make. I could use salads. Henry, what would you suggest would be good ways to use hamburger meat without having to use carbs? Because usually when I make hamburger meat, I put it on nachos. I make a burger out of it. We use it in meatloaf. We use it in stroganoff. A meatloaf would be good. Because usually when I have a meatloaf, I just have some potatoes and meatloaf. And I take... Actually, when my mom makes meatloaf, she usually just puts... I just put some ketchup on it and eat it. Yum. But, yeah, I can do walks. Yeah, I can do walks around town as long as it's nice outside. And my mom has my nephews. That's the only way I can do it, because I can't leave the house with them downstairs and nobody watching them, you know. But as long as somebody's watching them, I can go out for a walk and do what I need to do. But anyway, enough about that. Yeah, Goku decides to be merciful, which probably isn't the smartest thing to do at this point. I know he did the same thing with Vegeta, and this is turning out so far not as bad as it could. But Frieza is a different story entirely. Frieza is sadistic. He is pure evil, essentially. He's a lot more evil than Vegeta was, to be completely honest with you. And... he is not likely to become anything resembling good at this point. The only time he would ever do something that again as good is, from what I remember hearing about, they get him to this is in Dragon Ball Super. They get him to join the Tournament of Power, but the only reason that he even agrees to work with them is because if he doesn't, their universe could get, you know, erased, and that would include him too. So this essentially, he's only doing it for his own benefit. So that's the only reason he would ever have to do anything good, is if it benefits him in some way. So, yeah, he is not a good guy, and I don't think he would ever become a good guy like Goku would want him to. Essentially. Or that Goku would, best case scenario, hope for. But he actually takes pity on Frieza, who essentially is begging for him to help him because, he's cut in half. He's going to die from blood loss if he's not... Or the explosion could kill him, essentially. So Goku gives him some of his extra energy so he can, fly and leave and, lick his wounds and essentially stay away from Earth and Goku. That's what Goku tells him. And Goku powers down and leaves. And when he powers down, I'm like, oh, please don't tell me you just did that, because I didn't know if he could actually power himself back up to that form. Because if he couldn't, he'd be in trouble. But yeah, Frieza decides, I'm not taking orders from this guy, how dare he, I'm going to kill him, and he fires a surprise attack at this guy. Obviously Goku sees it and calls him a fool and fires back at him and takes him down. Doesn't kill him, obviously. It does injure him, obviously, but he does take him down and finally races to where Frieza's ship is, because that's the closest thing he can get to before the planet blows up. He tries to get the freaking ship to fly, but sadly it's not wanting to do it because it's too damaged to do so. And yeah, it's where you see this, you think that Goku just got killed, because when he screams in frustration, then the planet goes boom. That's clever editing on their part, because that's actually not the full story. We get the full story in a few episodes. But all this is going on, Vegeta lets everybody know that, yeah, some of the Namekians did not make it to Earth because the wish was too specific. If they had just said, bring back everyone to life that died on Namek, for example, or rather, bring back everyone on Namek alive that was killed by the bad guys, then all the Namekians would have come back. And so would Vegeta and obviously Dende and the Grand Elder. Because, yeah, if I had said bring back everybody alive on Namek that had died, that would have brought back the Ginyu Force, which we wouldn't want. So yeah, the wish was way too specific, and thus, since Vegeta killed killed everybody in one of the villages, they didn't get brought back because Vegeta wasn't working with Frieza. And it's during all this as well that the Grand Elder passes on the mantle of being, the Grand Elder to one of the elders of one of the villages, and before he dies. Because if he hadn't, the Dragon Balls would not exist on Namek and we wouldn't get everybody back. So, yeah. But yeah, that stuff happens. And ignore all that in the background, please. I wish I could just get them to stop. Anyway, yeah, that's the main stuff that happens in this episode. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I will see everybody next time.